The wedding reception for Brooklyn Beckham and Nicola Peltz, which took place at the Palm Beach estate belonging to Nicola's parents, Nelson and Claudia Peltz, has been the subject of conflicting accounts and recent public claims. The event, held in April 2022, brought together two prominent families in a lavish celebration, complete with high-profile entertainment and personalized touches like a specially constructed stage for performances. Tensions reportedly surfaced during a key moment involving the first dance, leading to emotional fallout and differing interpretations of what unfolded. According to some sources close to the occasion, the planned highlight, a romantic first dance for the newlyweds, was disrupted when singer Marc Anthony, a longtime associate of the Beckham family, invited Brooklyn on stage to dance with the most beautiful woman in the room. Rather than directing attention to the bride, Nicola, this gesture spotlighted Victoria Beckham, Brooklyn's mother. Witnesses described Victoria joining her son on stage, wrapping her arms around him, and nuzzling into his neck while dancing in a manner deemed overly intimate and inappropriate by some observers. This occurred after the couple, their families, and guests had already been enjoying dancing for some time, shifting the focus away from what was intended as the couple's special moment. The scene reportedly left Nicola upset, with accounts stating that she ran off in tears, her face visibly swollen from crying. Guests from her side of the room remained quiet while those aligned with the Beckhams cheered. Friends encouraged Nicola to return, and she eventually did, though she appeared sad and withdrawn for the rest of the evening. One insider emphasized that Victoria took that moment from Nicola, framing the incident as a heartbreaking hijacking of what should have been a private, celebratory highlight for the bride and groom. In response to these events, Brooklyn later posted a strongly worded statement on social media, describing how he had never felt more uncomfortable or humiliated in his life. He claimed that his mother had danced very inappropriately with him in front of everyone, effectively overshadowing his first special dance with his wife. This public airing of grievances added fuel to speculation about family dynamics and underlying tensions between the newlyweds and the Beckham side. However, other sources familiar with the reception have pushed back against the narrative of a deliberate hijack or anything untoward. They insist that Brooklyn and Nicola had already shared their first dance as a couple earlier in the evening, followed by Nicola dancing with her father. When Marc Anthony performed his hit song You Sang to Me, the moment evolved into a family-oriented dance involving Victoria, David Beckham, Brooklyn, and even young daughter Harper. These accounts describe it as a wholesome family celebration rather than anything inappropriate, with Victoria's actions seen as affectionate rather than crossing boundaries. The stage had been built specifically for the performance, and the Peltz family had covered the costs for Marc Anthony and his band, underscoring the planned nature of the entertainment. The conflicting versions highlight how perceptions can vary dramatically depending on one's perspective or allegiance. What one side views as an emotional overstep, another sees as innocent family bonding during a joyful occasion. The wedding itself was a high-profile union between Brooklyn, the son of David and Victoria Beckham, and Nicola, the daughter of billionaire Nelson Peltz, blending celebrity glamour with personal family moments. The inclusion of a major artist like Marc Anthony added to the spectacle, but it also became a flashpoint for later interpretations. This situation illustrates the challenges of navigating large family events under public scrutiny, where private interactions can be magnified and misinterpreted. It also touches on broader themes of boundaries, in-law relationships, and the pressures faced by celebrity couples blending families from different worlds. While the truth likely lies somewhere between the extremes, perhaps a mix of genuine affection and unintended awkwardness, the incident has lingered as a point of discussion, especially with recent public statements reopening the conversation. Ultimately, weddings are complex emotional affairs, and this one appears to have included both profound joy and moments of discomfort that have stayed with those involved.